What was supposed to be a normal day of business for some street vendors in St. George started off with disappointment, anger, and frustration as they were unable to ply their trade in their usual sales area. The small entrepreneurs who usually sell under the former NIS building said upon arriving this morning and attempting to set up their tables to start the business day, a security officer stopped them from doing so. The vendors say they were told they are no longer allowed to conduct business at that location with no explanation as to why.
This morning we come, nobody can vent, nobody said nothing to us. So what we going to do? How we children going to go to school? How bills going to pay? How we going to eat? This is a little Christmas season coming up. What we going to do? We don't have no place to go. And come on, this is unfair because I think NIS could come out and say something to the people. We's not a beast. Come out and say, because that's how we make them with daily bread when the day come. I have all my children going to school. What am I going to do?
Throughout the wall you go, there are people vending on the side. So what is it here? People invest their money, they buy goods and all these things. Where are you going to put it now to sell? So then you're lost. You got children to sell in school, you got bills, you got...
But at least there is a solution for everything. You don't just send somebody and say, well, you can't vend. You come, you have a meeting, and you say, watch, this is the cause. We could give you a little blight for Christmas. Otherwise, I'll get somewhere else after Christmas. Or say like, are you vending here? Every month, I'll pay like a little fee, no problem.
The vendors said they have followed all the rules in keeping the area clean and moving all their belongings at the end of each business day. They are concerned that their only source of livelihood is threatened once again, just weeks away from Christmas, which is when they expect increased sales.
Never tell us nothing what really transpired. This is the time, it's Christmas time, you know, you invest your money. You can't invest your money in all these goods and stuff, and you can't get no way to put it out. We comply with the rules, they said no table under there, so we comply, we kind it elsewhere and locking it up. When we finish sell on the evening, we clean the place. We keep it according to the protocol that they tell us. But you can't just come just and say, well, okay, no selling on the table without no reason or whatever, no vending.
We pay NIS every living month. And that is our living. This is what we're doing to get them the money every month. But at least they could come out and say, well, all they even service at $5 or $10 every week, every month, you pay.
Why they reaching out to them and say, well, give the vendors a little blight, or no, do this, do that. He just, you know, right. Really and truly, you know, right. Sometimes it's hot. But who you crying to? When you go home, you just have to cry and pray.
The vendors said they are tired of being treated like animals and are calling on the authority to find a proper place for them to ply their trade, even if it requires them to pay rent.
Vendors like we's nobody. Like we're begging people. At the end of the day, we are human beings. We are family. I have bills to pay. I'm making sacrifices to come here. And
I would like the government to seek or get help so we can have a place so we can make $1 when the day comes.
But look at us here today. We are willing to leave, you know, but they can help us, please. The past Prime Minister didn't help us. So I would like the President want to come and speak to us.
GBN reached out to the National Insurance Scheme, which owns the building, to get an understanding as to why the vendors were barred from the premises. We were told that the individual to speak on the matter was unavailable, but would reach out to the news team when they were free. No calls were received up to news time. Rena Thomas, GBN News.